you mess with me, you mess with mine, I won't have it.
Guys, the film was incredible. I think this film really hit home for me because I grew up as a gay kid in Atlanta, son of a pastor. And so I'm watching this and I'm like, I'm getting all the feels here. So this particular film I think is so beautiful because it's going to speak to so many kids who are struggling with coming out. Do you think that this film is a good choice for kids who don't know how to spark that conversation with their parents?
Yeah, I think that this would be a great option for people if they didn't know exactly how to start a conversation. I hope that's what this film does, is start conversations.
How did your personal coming out story influence your directing?
You know, I think as I shared my story with others, which is probably more than I ever have when I've worked on something, it opened other people up to share and talk about their story. And I think what's so universal, it's really specific to the LGBT experience coming out. It's really pronounced, but everyone has a version of it, I think.
What do you think it will take for coming out to be not such a thing? You can just live your life and it's not, oh, I'm gay.
I think that in this day and age, the idea of being LGBTQ or gender fluid, it's more common of a conversation, and it's becoming more and more common of a conversation. Kids these days are so much more evolved than even the kids that I went to school with. I mean, the idea that it doesn't matter what you're into sexually, it matters who you are on the inside. And I think that it'll become more of a conversation about who are you rather than what do you like.
Coming out isn't a joke, but you guys balanced humor and the seriousness of the topic so well. How did you do that?
Gravity sort of makes levity necessary. Yeah. And so it was a real treat to sort of like bring that the sense of humor, I think, to the role of Miss Albright. She fiercely believes in protecting and supporting her students, and so she just takes that she takes that really seriously to comedic effect, and so I think it's really fun to sort of walk that line.
Catherine, I have a question for you, because obviously everybody knows you from 13 Reasons Why, and now Love, Simon. Do you choose roles that are literally going to elevate the conversation, or is it just, I like this character?
Well, I think 13 Reasons and also this film, you know, I didn't really choose necessarily with a social agenda, but I think, you know, I'm learning more about myself as an artist, and I think that overall I'm super grateful to be a part of things that engage audiences on a level other than just entertainment, or that can create discussion or make change. And you know, especially dealing with films that are centered around young adults, I feel like that time is so important, and I feel very lucky to be a part of those films.
Your character specifically, I think, shows the importance of allies. Did you pull from anybody in particular for that?
Well, just being an ally in real life, and I also was a high school theater teacher for 4 years. I had students come out to me when I was in the Bronx, and their stories were hard, and for me it was so important to make my classroom and the theater and the auditorium a safe space. And you mess with me, you mess with mine, I won't have it.
Alexandra, I have a bone to pick with you.
What happened?
Because it really upset me. In the film, your character said that Drake is played out. Is that true? Because if so, I need you,
Drake isn't played out, guys.
Okay.
He isn't.
Okay.
No, it was
almost walked out of the theater, but I stayed because I love the film.
Get up and go. No. It's just a line in the movie.
Okay,
you know, don't take it all the way to heart. Drake isn't played out. I still love Drake's music.
All right.
I still listen to it.
How do you think these films are helping spark the conversation for people who don't understand the struggles of the LGBTQ plus community?
I think with every queer film or any LGBT film, they can't exist without all the movies that came before it. They make it a little easier for the next one to kind of come along. And just as there's so many different kinds of LGBT individuals, there should be that many different kinds of films and stories that are out there. Hopefully, as there's just more representation, there's more momentum, so that people can go in to the point where they're just focused on how they're going to make the best version of their story, and not, you know, is their story going to be marginalized in any way.
But before you go, click left to see the Love, Simon cast play Simon Says, and click right to see 15 celebs who came out in 2017.